What's going on, guys? It's been a while since I've done a weekly watch list. Market's been super crazy, as you know. These insane rips, these insane dips. But I think it's about time that we do another weekly watch list. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Here we go. There's a lot of names. Usually I give exact levels, entries, exits. I don't really want to do this. I kind of just want you to get a feel. Most of these charts are on monthly, weekly, daily time frames. And, you know, that rip we saw last week was, top three, top five, really just breaking records here. So candles are a little skewed, but, bigger time frames, we're going to see bigger references here. So my first name is Chewy, right? And when we're looking for trend, we're understanding trend, right? In this downtrend, right? You have our highest high anchor that starts your trend. You have your quote unquote lowest low, right? You now have a lower high, lower low, lower high. Now, what do I notice? We don't have a lower low, right? We have a higher low, aka in squeeze, right? So now what's happening is Chewy's breaking out this monthly trend here. Chewy's been beat down like a dog, right? Um, so we have this squeeze going on here. We didn't break our prior low, right? If this 30.53 breaks, I'm targeting our prior low. It did not break. We put in a higher low. Now we're breaking this monthly trend, right? Chewy, you know, kind of looks like she's ready to get moving here. And really, PA is relatively thin, right? So there's the monthly. Oh, God. Bear with me for a second here. Do some leaning. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, just got a lot of lines from like teaching. But so there's that 30.50 base. I want this thing over our prior high at 42.80. Honestly, over 42.80, Chewy can get pretty explosive to 47 area. And if 47 breaks out, Chewy monthly high, our prior lower high is at 52.50. And just to give you reference, what I mean by our prior lower high right here, this candle, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for here on the, jeez, I'm sorry, bear with me. The weekly here, 42.78. I want 42.80 to clear, hold when price gets over 42.80 on the weekly time frames. Kind of look how it moves, right? 47 seems to be the sweet spot. When 47 breaks, you just go to that 52.50, right? And even over here, 42.80 breaks, 2 weeks, 52, 52.50 rejects, back down, gets over. You see that 47 didn't break, went back down, broke out, saw that 52.50, right? Fast forward, 42.80, sees 47, didn't break, back down, 42.80, breaks 47, sees that 52.50. So those are kind of the three magic numbers I'm looking at here. And like I said, for short side, I don't really want to really touch this thing. It looks like it wants to break out, but 47, I guess, would be my short or our prior high at that 41.90. And your retest of your breakout level, I'm going to go on smaller time frames. It's going to get messy for a second. Actually, I'm just going to keep it to the weekly here. Kind of keep that long basis monthly time frame breakout looking really good. So again, I'm doing this a little differently, right? This is kind of going to be chips here, right? My first big dog always is going to be NVIDIA. That's who I'm looking at. We kind of saw, we'll start the monthly here. NVIDIA's been on, chips in general have been on, quite the grind down here. NVIDIA did break its prior low, look like it really, I still want this thing. If 75 comes, I'll, load the boat. But prior low broke, immediately wicked up and kind of went crazy. Now what I'm super interested in, as long as NVIDIA holds 153, 148, 153 area, right? This, pack right here was 153, 204, 149, 196, 141, 183, 150 to 193. So this area, again, the PA is so thin, right? It's really, it's 153 to at least 184. So for NVIDIA, I would really love, a retest here. Our breakout of trend was down at 133, $30 in, very little amount of time. Um, I would love, or this is more of a play. I'm looking for a retest, 153, breakout 144. I'm looking for, some dip buys there. We've created some major imbalance here. Again, this monthly major rippage, as long as, that 148, 153 area holds, um, you know, or sorry, it's so messy and I do a lot of teaching here, so deal with the lines. But ideally, right, our original breakdown here was at 169.75, created a savage imbalance to the downside. I mean, for the upside, right, we're filling it now. So 169.75, that's the retest of breakdown. Now what's happened here is we've created a major imbalance to the downside as well. Your breakout level was at 138.75, you know, 25 plus dollars down, right? Um, Well, when you're looking at NVIDIA again, that your prior high is up at that 191. When last couple of weeks at 138, I was mentioning NVIDIA 163, 170 is possible on NVIDIA here. This was for last week, and I was crazy, but then look what happens. NVIDIA smashes 153, 162 comes. So this, I'm looking for more of a bounce here. I'd love it to hold that 148, 152. As long as that holds, this thing can go Kazinga. Um, if it breaks down, um, you know, I I don't the rejection I'd love is 169.75. Um, the last 2 days here created savage imbalance. You have 163 to 145. So kind of a tough area on where you'd want to enter for short side. Um, this 4 hour 161, 150, 156.60, then that 153 daily and a 149 ideally. AMD has a great, like I said, I kind of just like scanning setups, right? So AMD, another one, finally broke this base here, went to our prior base. Now we're putting in a reversal. This thing shorts look beautiful here. We're right back into major supply. This breakdown really, 83, 73, give or take. I think for me, it would be 73.86. If you minus these two candles out, it would be that 83.20. I'm saying 73.86. This is a retest of breakdown level into supply. Beautiful monthly chart there, as well as the weekly. And another one, a little slower mover would be Marvell on the weekly time frame here. How do I catch bottom? How do I catch top? Right, when things don't really put in a new low, if they do, it gets waked up immediately and sets that base. Right, Marvell put in, it was 36. It was like 36.89 area, right? You notice it never really broke lows, always got volume, right? So now what do I see with Marvell? It's bouncing at this prior low right over here. Now our breakdown for Marvell was about 42. So chips stay hot. Marvell breaks, weekly trend, monthly trend here. It's a good look, but also into 42 breakdown retest. I'd love to see a rejection of trend, possibly break this base and send lower. Again, chips, I got some pretty low PTs, but that's besides the point. Um, MOS is another one. This thing is bigger time frames. Monthly trends holding here. It's pretty choppy, honestly, but I do like the weekly here, squeezing a bit. It's clearly had some trouble at this 55-50 area. Um, Honestly, too, you could see kind of like something like supply and demand within this triangle we have here. Um, so it's been having a really hard time at this 55-50 area. If I was to short this, my stop loss prior high at 57. If 57 breaks out, this thing, you're getting trend breakout on bigger time frames. This thing can really see 61, 50, 62. If it rejects, this thing wants to go back to 48. Um, Decent supply and demand in these for this as well. UNP went absolutely parabolic, and now we are seeing it butt in on some pretty good trend here from our highest high. Monthly, not all that interesting. You got beautiful reversal, really at your breakout, down here somewhere. That was a nice, real dip buy if you got it. I saw Collins last week went absolutely crazy, but the weekly here is what I'm really watching. Insane volume. I haven't seen UNP move $20+ in a week since pre-COVID. So this thing really exploded. Its prior high at 235, almost another $20 away. I'm looking to see if we could put in some sort of reversal here at trend. If not, 223, 235, 241. If rejects, right? Um, daily is obviously pretty gross here, but there's that breakdown level here at 223. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, but I will say our retest is at 205. Um, and honestly, down all the way to 198. So this thing's got gaps. It's got everything. I would say short unsustainable rips, buy unsustainable dips. UNP, like I said, I haven't seen it move in a long time. We've got trend. We've got gap fill. This thing looks, for me, obviously going against grain here, but this short looks groovy. Groovy. If it broke trend, different story, obviously. Um, Another player here, T Doc, got absolutely hammered. Weekly, no real base set on this name. Honestly, um, I would have loved to see it retest $8, $9. But really, what I'm noticing here is this little shelf at 2820 area. What do I notice? Up here somewhere, and this prior high, right? So our weekly is actually breaking out here. I would love to see 3670, 41 through 44. If 44 breaks out, T Dog can really get some legs to like that 50 area. This name, brutality, just beaten down bad. You have major gap fill up to that 50 area. Um, if you're trying to short, this 34 looks like a great short stop loss. You could use this prior high 34.60 or riskier at 35.40. But again, breakout, retest, new high, fake out. You know, with this market, I'm not buying breakouts. I'm sorry, it's not me. I don't like to Momo. I don't like to chase. Buying the breakouts are tough in bear markets, right? So for me, I'm loving short side, retest at 70. I mean, Jesus, retest down at 30.70. You could try to dip by there, needing to break this high, but some serious imbalance has been created here. Obviously, this daily trend broke out, weekly trend breakout. It looks good, honestly. Long side, I have a hard time. Um, what was PayPal Target? I have so many names. PayPal is another one. Um, more or less, again, finding trend and trying to use it to your advantage. Um, the box here created back in 2018, 92, 93 area has been pretty solid. Um, you know, PayPal went 71, 91, no real pullbacks at weekly, monthly trend here. Um, I honestly am looking to just short this thing. I don't really, again, I don't want to be playing breakout trades right now. But PayPal, eyes on trend there. Target was another one. ER, weekly breakout, thin PA, monthly. This monthly trend all the way back to like 2018, 19. It's been putting in some nice bounces. Also, what do I notice is Target created this base with pretty thin PA up to that like 181 area. Um, Weekly breakout, you can kind of see this, you know, shelf area here. And you have your prior high at this prior low, 183. If that breaks, this thing can move that 191, 195. This thing can go crazy. Has this real dipper candle that caused some decent imbalance. KHC is another one I haven't played in a long time, but I will say thin PA. It's find the ripper, find the dipper. When 3940 breaks out, needs to clear that like 41 area. 41 clears, this thing moves up pretty fast. 3940 is also offered, pretty good short here. But I will say this 3320 area, great head height resistance, got over it, and now it's looking like it's almost the bounce area. So this one I am looking for the long side. It's a squeezer name. Who knows what happens? It's just an interesting chart to me. And again, 39.44, decent move. Zoom was another one. I could go on and on. There was so many names that have created decent, interesting at least. Actually, it was more the daily, I think, for Zoom. Just massive gap fill. Actually, I'm not really a fan of this, but yeah, I hope this helped. Like, I just wanted to really go over charts. UPS, when the time comes, will be a deadly short, but I hope this helped. Like I said, I didn't really want to go over exact entries, exits because I am going to be a little patient this week with my setups. I just don't feel comfortable chasing this move. So that's just me. Tesla, beautiful retest of that breakout level. The first time we're really testing it here, it broke down. Buyers stepping in where they have to. Um, snow like 30% in 2 days. Like, um, you know, so many things. I'd love to short. I wish snow got trend here because this trend's been offering an amazing short. Um, but yeah, I hope this helped. Shopify's back in its box here. This is like clearly I play Shopify a lot. Shopify is back in this beautiful supply demand area here. But all right, guys, I'm going to head out. I hope you all had a good Sunday. Please ask questions. I don't know if you guys are going to like this more sharing charts. I know people want the exact answers and the targets. So I know how it is, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see if we're going to keep doing it. I like Roku setup. Honestly, Netflix from a learning perspective was absolutely textbook. Nice weekly reversal candle, right? We talked about breakouts, retest earlier. Breakout level was at this, 148.5, 150 area. Got a beautiful breakout retest, looking for a new high here. My daily is so damn distorted, but do do. Well, there we go. But that's beautiful. Nike's been insane. Lulu, my other baby, we been smoking this one. Nice monthly, weekly breakout here. But all right, guys, enjoy your nights. Let's bank this weekend. Ask questions. Let's ride.